Hello, YouTube family. Hi, beautifuls. Hi, gorgeous people. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, besties. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Good morning, besties. How y'all doing? How did y'all sleep last night? Did you sleep good? Good morning, good morning. As y'all are coming in, say good morning to each other. There's some people that are lonely right now and they don't have anybody telling them good morning. And just go on and say, good morning, gorgeous. I love you, Apostle. Good morning. Come in and say, good morning, gorgeous. Hey, everyone. It's okay if you ain't got nobody. God's just getting you ready for somebody great. Somebody's gonna come in your life that's gonna rock your world. Good morning, PK. Good morning, everybody. Tamika said, I had a weird dream. Don't you hate that? Good morning, sweet Tanya. Good morning, sweet Sandy. Good morning, Vicky Moore. Good morning, everyone. Thank you to all my moderators that are in. I see Yvonne. Yo, ain't it so funny how thousands of people are coming in, but I see certain names? It's like I see those names that come in. Good morning. It's different names. Hi, everyone. Good morning. So, y'all, listen. I went and got my hair done yesterday. It feels good to get good hair, to get my hair fixed. Y'all, as much as I run in my life, it's like when I take time for myself, it is the best thing ever. It's just like you just sit and stay on vacation for a few hours. Turn your phones off. That's what some of y'all need to do this weekend. Some of y'all need to just spend some time on yourself, spend some time with the Lord. It's like the greatest thing ever. So y'all listen. Thank you, Cajun Guh. So y'all listen, I have very curly hair. Y'all see my sons, Lincoln and Morgan, and they got that curly hair, but my hair's not as good. So I got a keratin treatment yesterday. I got my hair colored and got my hair tightened. And I had photos today. Today is the first photo shoot that I'm doing with my husband. Isn't that cool? So we're going to get pictures made today. How are y'all doing? Here's what I want to ask you. So listen, I want to ask y'all a question. So how do you handle it when things don't go your way? We're going to write that at the top of our journal. So if y'all look at my pictures, a lot of people are asking me about my hair. So if y'all look at my pictures that I posted yesterday, the picture with my bob, that's my real hair. That's my real hair. And then they actually added some length to it, a lot of length to it. Yeah. And then everybody else is asking me, what am I doing? What have I done for my weight loss? Well, obviously, those people have not been on any of these lives with us because we've done Droptober, we've done Snatched, right? That's how I've done it. I've done it with getting in the gym. So I used to be so afraid of weights. I was so scared of weights. And even when I was in high school, the coach would always want me to get on the weightlifting team. And I was like, I would never, because y'all know I'm 5'9". And so I was always thinking that I would bulk up like a man. And I didn't want to, my voice already kind of sounds like a man. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, I'm never going to work out with weights. So I started running. Remember, every January I do a huge push for health, mind, and soul, right? And we start the year off strong together. And so remember, 2 years ago, I started running. Remember, I'd go to the track. If you're an OG around here, you know. So I'd go run at the track. Well, one of my girlfriends said, what are you doing? Why are you running? Men don't like flat bodies, and running's gonna make you like really just lean. You need to start working out with weights. Well, I was like, no, I'm definitely not going to. I'm definitely not going to work out with weights because I don't want to get bulky. Well, then I met Angelo 2 years ago, about 3 months after that, and Angelo lifts weights. And so I started incorporating weights, and I don't run a whole lot anymore because I want abs. I want cuts in my legs, and I'm 52. So I do a lot of weights. And then I don't eat sugar. Y'all, I don't eat sugar. I don't eat carbs. I really don't. Because I just want to, I just feel like that 5 minutes on the lips is a lifetime on the hips. And I don't want to look like, I would rather not eat it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really disciplined. And I've had to be at 52. Y'all know that y'all used to, if y'all would see me running, I would say y'all better run too because somebody's chasing me. I never worked out till I was 50. I don't really eat breakfast because I don't eat until there's my sweet quinoa. I don't eat until about 12 o'clock every day. And so if I start craving sugar, isn't that right, Tanya? So if I start craving sugar, I'll pop a piece of sugar-free gum in my mouth. Organic, of course, because I'm sure y'all gonna come at me for that too. Yo, if I'm not leading, so in my coffee, I don't do milk, and it's no sugar. Even when I go to Starbucks, I drink a brown sugar shaken espresso. Now I have cream in my coffee. I'm not like horrible. Yo, I enjoy my life. And you know what else I do for sweets? I love the Power Crunch peanut butter bar. It is so delicious, and I put it in the refrigerator so it's cold. I drink about 2 cups of coffee. I love me some coffee. Thank you, my sweet LaWanda. I love you. So y'all listen, tickets are selling like crazy for the Dream Conference. So y'all know I have the Dream Conference coming up January 16th, 17th, and 18th. So make sure you're going to realtalkkim.com. Now y'all listen, Power Crunch bars taste like it's the peanut butter one. Yeah, the sugar-free cheesecake. But I'm not really, remember y'all, if y'all are an OG, you know that I used to love sweets. I would literally sit on live eating pool Twizzlers. You remember? Y'all used to send me tons of them. And those squishy orange candies that I could think they call them peanuts. And when I went to the doctor, I was pushing 199, and high cholesterol runs in my family. And so, oh, I love that, Shabela. And so it's Power Crunch bars. It's Power Crunch. And so I went to the doctor, and Dr. Lisa at Absolute Healthcare is where I go here in Atlanta. And she took my blood work, and she was like, girl, you got to get this under control. She said, because high cholesterol runs in your family. And she said, you need to drop some weight. And I'm like, no, I'm big boned. Like I'm just big boned. And she goes, have you ever seen a fat skeleton? And I'm like, no. She was like, you've got to get the sugar out of your house. You've got to do whatever you got to do to get this under control. And so that's when I went on. Remember, I think it was Droptober back 2 years ago. And I got all the sugar out of my house. I stopped eating yes, I do get pellets. I got all the sugar out of my house, and I got all the carbs out of my house. And for I remember what it was. It was the challenge we did here. I can do anything for 30 days. Do y'all remember we did that about 2 years ago? I can do anything for 30 days. I think I've done that challenge like 2 more times. And for 30 days, I drank black coffee, no creamer. I also had Thashi's, is that what it's called? Thyroid. And so I was a mess. And so I stopped eating gluten, all that stuff. I dropped 32 pounds in 1 month. And that was the kickstart. That was the kickstart for me. I dropped 32 pounds in 1 month with y'all, I could do anything for 30 days. And then I got hormone replacement pellets. And I just kept that incorporated. I kept that incorporated in my life. And so now I don't eat gluten very carefully. I'm not like rigid, but I don't eat gluten if I can help it. I buy everything to cook with gluten, or Angelo does, with gluten-free. And I love the Power Crunch bars. I really eat a lot of those. I eat probably 1 or 2 of those a day. It was April into May. Yep, that was it, Raquel. And so if you want it bad enough, you'll do it. Yeah. Do you know what I've discovered, though? Somebody came in my inbox today and just said, man, like, how do you handle all the hate? And I said, you know what I've discovered is that hurt people, because, people come after you. They think because I'm a pastor, I should look like Miss Brady. I don't know what pastors are supposed to look like, but she came in and she said, man, I don't know how you handle all the hate. And I was like, what hate? Go Google hormone replacement pellets. Yep, go Google it. It's very popular. And I just said, people are going to hate on you if you're skinny or if you're fluffy. You just do you, right? People don't ever want to give you credit for the hard work you do. And so people that are laying on the couch, eating ho-ho, scratching their behinds, they're always going to be the one to come at you. If you look in people's comments, it's always the people that are very, very miserable with their lives leaving all the comments. Like, instead of getting out and changing their lives, right? I order off of Amazon the Power Crunch bars. Y'all, if you go to my Amazon store, Real Talk Kim Amazon store, you'll see all my stuff. I even take hair peels, and those are in my store. I'll put the picture up of my bars. It's Power Crunch bars. They have all flavors, but peanut butter is my favorite. Okay, so y'all listen. You just can't even worry about those people. You can't even worry. Like, I even had somebody come in my inbox the other day and said, can you give me scriptures for women preaching? Because this man keeps coming at me telling me to be quiet because I'm not supposed to be preaching. And I said, why are you getting scriptures together for somebody that's already determined not to? They already know what they believe about you. Like, one thing I've discovered is people, when they come at you, they've already made up their mind how they feel about you. So they're never going to change their mind with you combating them or debating them. You know what I'm saying? They won't ship to Florida. Power Crunch bar, Amazon ships everywhere. Yeah. Y'all, they're the best candy bars ever. It's like Power Crunch and it's peanut butter. And they're so good. Like I don't ever miss sugar because of those. Like, I will sit and bite little bitty bites to make the bar go far. That's how good they are. So today, here's what we're talking about. What do you do when things don't go your way? Y'all know we're in November. Remember, we broke down November. November, the N is for new beginnings. The O is for opportunities. The V is for victory. E is for exploration. M is for mindfulness. B is for breakthrough. E is for exciting news. And R is for rewards. Yeah, it tastes like a Kit Kat bar. That's exactly what it tastes like. It's so delicious. So here's what we're going to talk about today. I want you to write in your journals, all right? Write in your journals this, okay? What you've learned in 2024. Do you want me to tell you some of the things I've learned? Let me tell you, to give you an example of what I'm talking about. One thing I've learned and made peace with in 2024 is that I don't have to. I don't have to respond. I don't have to go above and beyond for people that are just hell bent on their way or no way. I don't have to always be the bigger person. I can just be quiet. I don't have to RSVP to every argument I'm invited to. I don't have to fix what I didn't break. I don't have to show up for those who don't show up for me, okay? And I definitely don't have to sacrifice my happiness to please everyone. So what I want you to do, all right, is write in your journal this weekend. This is going to be a whole weekend of things that 2024 you have learned and are operating in. And some of the things that you're going to write down, you're not operating in it yet because you're still a people pleaser. People pleasing is one of the biggest diseases on the planet. We all do it. All of us want people to love us, value us, respect us, honor us, see us, give us their attention, right? And I think because we're Christians, people say, what would Jesus do? And so we allow ourselves, right? So we allow ourselves to lose our own happiness. Thank you, sweet Helen, Poppy 64. So here's some of the things that I have learned to give you a description of your homework for this week. One thing I've learned and made peace with is that I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to go above and beyond for those. Some of y'all been going over and beyond for people that are not your assignment, right? And some people say, I do it because of Jesus. I do it because of Jesus. Well, are you sure? Are you sure? Because the Bible says in Proverbs 3, it says, Proverbs 4:23, I think, or 3:23. It says to guard your heart because out of it flows the issues of life. So do you really think that God is going to make you do things that are stirring up your anger, bitterness, making you feel rejected? So one thing I've discovered in 2024 is I don't have to. I don't have to. Just because I'm a pastor, I don't have to. I can keep my heart right. I don't have to come out of my peace for people that are sent by the enemy to be a distraction in my life. One thing I've made peace with, thank you soul thank you so much for the badges. One thing I've made peace with in 2024 is that I don't have to. I don't have to go above and beyond for people that are not a part of my destiny, a part of my future. See, here's the problem. Seasons change in your lives. And sometimes you absolutely outgrow some people that had the same opportunity to grow with you but chose not to. And so the problem is God is elevating you and you're trying to drag people up with you that aren't prepared. And so sometimes the reason you're not getting your prayers answered is because God is saying, not with them. Thank you, Kelly Harper. Not with them on ship. One thing I have learned in 2020, really since I've gotten with Angelo 2 years ago, God really started elevating me in the sense of my mind. Because in my heart, I was thinking, I got to do this because I'm a pastor. I got to do this because I'm a Christian. You know, I want people to see my heart. I want to see how good. I don't want them to think that I'm cocky, or I don't want them to think, you know what? I don't have to. And neither do you. You don't have to go above and beyond for people that don't value you. I'm not saying be ugly and nasty. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you don't have to. You don't have to go to that same lunch date you've been going to every Friday at 4 o'clock with that person that drains you dry. 4 years and they still haven't changed. You still haven't rubbed off on them. They don't want it. They don't want to change. People are going to blame you for who they are. There are some people still going to therapy because of you 5 years ago, because they can't let it go. That's not your problem. Here's the problem. People don't see, people that are broken can't see growth. This is why a lot of times it's your family that's the last to see you elevate, because they remember who you were. And so 2024 has taught me I don't have to go above and beyond and wear myself out. Especially for people that don't celebrate me but tolerate me. People that don't really got my back. You already know who those people are. Then I realized I don't have to always be the bigger person. I can just go quiet. I don't have to make statements. People always think because you're a public figure, you got to make statements. No, you don't. It's okay for you to go delete people's comments. It's okay for you not to respond. I also realized I don't have to fix things I didn't break. I don't have to go fix things. I don't have to go back and try to have reconciliation with things I didn't break. I don't have to. It is my job to forgive. It's my job to forgive. It's your job to forgive. I don't have to show up for those who don't show up for me. Somebody said it hurts when it's your family. But you know what? This is the biggest email I get all the time, is people saying, but my family. Because you know why it's so hard when it's your family? Because you would never do that to your family. And so here's the problem. You are expecting you from others, even your family. All right? And then I realized that I don't have to sacrifice my happiness to please everyone else. That's your homework for this weekend. All right? But here's what you got to do. While you're writing it down, I need you to be searching your heart. Character issues are a matter of the heart. Anger, bitterness, that all comes from feeling like something was stolen from you. But baby, nothing can be stolen from you. That is from God for you. All right? Y'all got it? Y'all got it? How many of you got in my inner circle this week? How many of y'all went and signed up for RTK Inner Circle? You need to be in my community, I'm telling you. Because y'all listen, it's not just me. There's like thousands of me's in there, of people that have just grown and elevated. It's such a healthy community, right? You need community. You know what I'm saying? You need community. And here's what I would also say. This week, pay attention to the DMs you get. Pay attention to the emails you get. You don't have to answer everyone. When you realize that someone is an energy vampire, you don't have to read their emails. You don't have to respond, right? I'm so proud of you, Alva. You registered for Fresh Start. Y'all, we're going to go to page day 11. We're going to go to day 11 in my brand new book, Unstuck, and you can get this on Amazon, anywhere books are sold, or in my store. My store is rtkstyle.com. Y'all know I dropped a new podcast too. Make sure, how many of y'all subscribed to my YouTube channel yesterday? So Ella, you can go to the link in my bio. Just that link tree and it'll take you to where you join the RTK Inner Circle. Or you can just go to realtalkkim.com. So we're going to go to day 11. You can get it at rtkstyle.com or anywhere books are sold, or Amazon, or you can get the Audible on Amazon where I read to you. It says in Philippians 4:8, it says, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. This goes right into the first comments that I've made on this live. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. The top of your journal, on your journal page, I want you to write on focus. Write focus, and then this is where you're going to do your homework. All right? If someone were keeping a record of your thoughts, would you allow them to be publicly displayed? If someone were to record your thoughts, would you allow them to be publicly displayed? This is page 28, day 11. Would you be so focused on negatives that you have no room for positives? Or would you be the one who always sees life through rose-colored glasses? This would be me. I used to be the most negative person on the planet until I realized I only get one chance at this life. Before I post, I ask God, God, would I post this if you were sitting right here with me? He is. Would I make this comment to Angelo or my staff or my sons or Mimi if it were you I was talking to? Do you see things through negative lens or rose-colored glasses? When writing, the Apostle Paul was a prisoner because he was a believer in Jesus Christ and would not recant the gospel. He encouraged the Christians in Philippi not only to seek God, but also to believe that no matter the circumstances, they would receive a peace that would sustain them in the most troubling times when they gave their all to Jesus Christ. It's easy to dwell on the negatives when life is hard. That's natural, right? It's easy to dwell on the negatives when life is hard, when life is disappointing, when life is painful. When the enemy tries to destroy you, he puts lies and condemnation in your mind. If he can get you to believe that your life as it is offers you no hope, he will win the battle for your mind, which is the greatest battle you will ever face. Christians are not to allow despair. Christians are not allowed sadness, anger, or bitterness to control our reactions. To dwell on those things that are good, this is what we're supposed to do. I'm going to find the good in it. If my life is complete shambles, I'm just going to be so thankful that I'm awake this morning and I can fight my battles. Right? Christians are not allowed. You have an assignment on this earth. This is why the Bible says to renew your mind. Oops. This is why the Bible says to renew your mind. Why would God put a scripture like that in the Bible? Because he knows the negative voices in your head are going to try to defeat you, and that's where he gets you. So it's easy to dwell on the negatives when life is hard, disappointing, or painful. But Christians are not allowed. We're not allowed to live in despair, sadness, anger, resentment, bitterness, comparison to control our reactions. We can't do that. To dwell on those things that are good and pure and holy is radically different from the ways of this broken world. This is why I say always be fruit inspectors. Thank you, Cajun. You have to be a fruit inspector. What's a fruit inspector, y'all? Somebody put in the comments, what is a fruit inspector? What's a fruit inspector? This is day 11. What's a fruit inspector? Come on. Y'all talk to me. What is a fruit inspector? What's a fruit inspector? What's a fruit inspector? Watching people's life. It means you're watching People can preach all day long and be ugly fruit, but because they perfected the art of charisma. Fruit is when you watch someone's actions. How do they handle conflict? Do they talk about other people? Because people with good fruit can't talk about other people. You can't even handle it. It makes you nauseated. Does someone really walk what they talk? Are they really living it? Because some of y'all are taking advice from people you wouldn't even want to live their life because you've never stopped. There's a meme that has a piece of fruit, and the fruit is, I think it's a pear, and the fruit is old and brown, and then there's a healthy pear next to it. But because the healthy pear is next to the old fruit, the expired fruit, it's now going off on the good fruit. So what you hang out with, you become. Now, I know sometimes you can't get away from bad fruit because they're family. Maybe you live with them. So you need to be on your knees a lot, saying, Lord, you know the situation I'm in. Give me the wherewithal. Give me wisdom and understanding. It's almost like a cavity in your mouth. If you have a cavity, it goes to other teeth. That's how teeth get messed up. And so you have to ask yourself, how's my fruit? How's my fruit? Christians are not allowed to live in despair. I don't care what your circumstance is. It's going to be all right. This is how a lot of bad fruited people, we like to throw around the word narcissist all the time because we can't even put our finger on why some people are just nasty. Like, we can't even put a finger on how in the world these people turned on us the way they did. Like, I feel like so stupid. Like when you walk through divorce and all of a sudden you start seeing these people coming at you and fighting you, and you're like, oh my God, like I had babies with you. Like you were in the hospital room with me when I was birthing our kids. And I just can't even understand like how all of a sudden this is coming out of you. That was in them. That was in them. If Instagram is acting up, you can go to my YouTube channel, Real Talk Kim. I go live there every day. Even if it's your mom, somebody just said it's my mom, then you have to begin to pray and say, Lord, allow me the grace to know how to navigate through this. Help me. Go to realtalkkim.com. You can join the inner circle. God, help me be so full of you that my mother gets bit with this peace. If you have to hang around with people and you already know the way they are, some of y'all, we've got holidays coming up. And some of y'all are dreading the holidays already because all of a sudden you are thinking, I got to go hang out with that nasty uncle. I got to go hang out with that drunk aunt. I've got to go to my mama's house, which is always negative. And because you're not in control of your emotions, you allow other people's drama to jump off on you. And so that is a choice you make. It's a choice you make whether you let people have your peace. It's a choice you make whether when you walk into that courthouse, you're freaking out. Thank you, TikTok, for the gifts. You don't have to dread the holidays, even if you're by yourself. You are alive. You are well. You can begin to prophesy. This is the last holiday I'm going to be alone. So I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to get dressed up. I'm going to do my own thing. Or I'm going to go to a friend, or I'm going to have a friend's Thanksgiving here at my house and invite other people that don't have family. There's ways that you can stop being pitiful and become powerful, right? So we're not allowed to live in despair. We're not allowed to live in sadness and anger because you realize that Romans 8:28 says that God is working all things together for our good. Y'all, the holidays is a day, not a lifetime. You hear me? To dwell on those things that are good and pure and holy is radically different from the ways of the broken world. Yet the answer to winning the battle for our minds is to reclaim and live out our lives with love, hope, faith, forgiveness, which brings us peace. So you got to focus on those things that are good and allow Jesus to fill you with his peace that surpasses all understanding. That was day 11, page 28. So my question to you today is, are you helping God help you? I know your situation might look like it is going to take you out, but here's what I want you to remember. You've made it through worse before. I want you to think about the times in your life. Thank you, TikTok. I want you to think about the times in your life when you thought something was going to take you out and God showed up. Because he always does. This is why the enemy attacks our minds so that we will. This is, somebody asked me what I was reading. This is my brand new book, Unstuck. And it's the 90 days. You read one page a day. You start your day with this book, Unstuck. You can go to the link in my bio to get it, TikTok. So listen to what Acts 12:9 says. Y'all ready for this? It says, so Peter left the cell following the angel. But all the time he thought it was a dream or vision and didn't believe it was really happening. So this is Acts 12:9. It says, so Peter left the cell following the angel, but all the time he thought it was a dream or vision and didn't believe it was really happening. Now in this text, it's the same premises that we just talked about, but King Herod had Peter chained between two guards in the deepest part of the prison. But in the middle of the night, an angel came to rescue him. What's interesting is that the whole time Peter was following the angel, he thought he was seeing a vision of himself walking past two guards posts and the iron gate opening by itself. He didn't realize it was real until he got out on the street walking as a free man. Sometimes you don't realize that God is doing things that are leading you to open doors. That devastation is really leading you into victory. That rejection was the greatest favor they could ever do in your life. It's only after you get past all the junk that you'll look back and think, wow, God, you were ordering my steps. I promise you something. Family, listen to me. You will survive and thrive. I promise you, this is a season and not a sentence. I promise you. Romans 8:28, when it says God is working all things together for your good, he ain't lying. But sometimes we aren't following his will because we're afraid of the unknown. I'm so thankful for it all. I'm thankful for rejection. I'm thankful for devastation. I'm thankful that I lost everything at 36 years old. I'm thankful that I didn't preach my first sermon until I was 41 because, oh, my 40s have been such a learning experience. I'm thankful that I got the label of special ed in school so it would teach me how God is the one making my crooked way straight. I'm thankful that I've had to depend on Jesus and not man. I'm thankful that I can look back and say all those seasons when I thought the curtain was closing and my life was over, that God was just closing the curtain to set up for the next scene. I'm so thankful for the seasons of deprivation and pain. I'm so thankful for the nights I would lay in my bed and the joints in my fingers would ache with unforgiveness, just wreaking havoc in my body. So now at 8 a.m. every morning and every other Monday night, I can get on with the inner circle and I can tell you, oh, but God. Sometimes we don't realize what God's doing. Sometimes we don't realize that we're stronger than we are. Sometimes he has to let us hit rock bottom to find the rock at the bottom, which is him. I know what it's like, devastation of losing everything you fought for after 18 years of marriage ends. How some of you can be on this prayer call every single day and not change nothing. I don't get it. I literally was the only one that could get me up. Nobody came and saved me. There was no healing line that laid hands on me and I laid in the floor and then all of a sudden I got up and was changed. When I accept Jesus as my personal Savior, everything didn't get right. At that point, I had to realize nobody's coming to get me. That's why I wrote that book last year for y'all called You Gotta Get Up. You can get that on Amazon too. You gotta get up. You don't have a choice. You gotta know that God is backing you if nobody else is. Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop talking about the people that walked out of your life. Stop thinking that you're so broken and people aren't feeling sorry for you. Stop thinking you're better than you are. Yo, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I was making 6 figures. It's real talk, Kim, Lakeisha. I literally thought I was better than Belk. I thought I was better than Bloomingdale's. When I lost my 6-figure income, when I walked through that divorce and I lost my $500,000 house and I was living at my mother's house in a little bedroom the size of my old walk-in closet, I still had this spirit on me that thought I was better than a job. I got to go get a job? How embarrassing. What are people going to say about me? The Dream Conference is for men and women. And you know what? God was like, no, you ain't better than nothing. Go get a job. But here's what God was doing the whole time. If I wouldn't have walked through that divorce, I would have never lost my Mercedes or my Navigator. I would never have gotten that knockoff Bentley I talk about all the time, which was my 300 Chrysler that had me on the side of the road every day of my life. I wouldn't have been sitting in the car with it overheating, coming back from Bloomingdale's after I worked 8 hours on my feet, sitting on the side of the road with smoke coming out of my car. I would have never been sitting there waiting for the car to calm down so I could put some antifreeze in it. I would have never turned on my video. I would have never said, hi, everybody. Hello, awesome people. Are you sitting on the side of the road in your hoopty overheating right now? Single parent? And you're feeling like God's forgotten about you? Me too. I know what it feels like to want to give up, but you don't have that option. You got to get up. You got to change your thinking. That was the video that went viral. I would have done all of those things if I wouldn't have walked through all the hell I walked through. And so what I had to do was I had to realize that God is working all things together for my good, even the storms I put myself in. He's using the storms. He knew before I was ever even a thought in my mother's womb that I was going to be the rebel of the family. He already knew that I was going to be stubborn. He already knew that I was going to be married a few times. He already knew it. And he said, I still choose you. And that's what God's saying to you today. So here we are looking at this text this morning. Sometimes we don't realize that God is doing things that are leading us to open doors. It's only after you get past it that you'll look back and say, wow, God, you were literally ordering my steps, bringing the right people into my life to help me, making me invisible to the people who weren't for me. How many times have angels worked on our behalf, but we couldn't see it? Even now, even on this live, even y'all watching the replays, God is working behind the scenes and is about to open doors of healing, of freedom, and abundance for you. And it looks like an iron gate, but of its own accord, it's an open door. So today, y'all know what your homework is. What has 2024 taught me? Some of y'all got to get up. Some of y'all been laying in your bed for long enough. You've been feeling sorry for yourself long enough. All of a sudden, you walked through junk. People walked out on you. People stopped supporting you. Yeah, they'll support you in your DMs, but when they see you out in public, they don't talk to you because the stuff they've been saying about you behind your back, all of that is free publicity. That ain't none of your business. That's why you got to stop righting the wrong and let the wrong be gone. So this weekend, hey Siri, play Doppy Keys. This weekend.
Now playing Doppy Keys.
This weekend, your homework is to stop being ugly to you. Stop letting people be energy vipers in your life and take away the power. You can still be around your mama that's negative, your sister that's ugly, and still keep peace. You can be the peace giver. All right? So everybody lift up your hands like this. Breathe. Okay, God, I get it. I get it. I see what you're doing. I don't like it. But I get it. And I'm going to trust you. Period. I'm not going to need other people to give me prophetic words to believe in my destiny. I'm not going to need to go to a psychic. I'm not going to wish upon a star when I can pray to the one that created it. Stop being ugly to you and start today. Today. Right now. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do, Kim. How do I even do that? Like, I don't even know where to start. Start with getting rid of the bitter roots. Yeah. Get rid of the bitter roots. Get rid of the anger and the bitterness. Take back your power. I don't care if you're living in a homeless shelter right now. I promise to God, God's using it. I don't care if you're walking through divorce after 40 years. I promise to God, God's using it. I don't care if you got a prodigal kid that is tearing up your family. I promise you, God is using it. I don't care if you struggle with addiction and lost your entire family. I promise you, God is using it. I don't care if you're living in a one-bedroom apartment with your 10 kids. I promise you, God is doing it. He's using it. He doesn't waste your hell, so you stop wasting it. And take away the power. Anything that comes against you today, anybody that says anything negative in your comments, anybody that calls you and says ugly stuff to you or texts you nasty stuff, don't read it. Delete it. Don't you argue in those texts. Don't you give people a piece of your mind today. That's why some of you ain't got your mind. Deal? Say, Lord, I give it to you, Lord. I give it to you. I give you my kids. I give you my marriage. I give you my loneliness. I give you my addiction. I give you my overspending. I give you my gambling problem. I give you my porn problem. I give you my addiction problem. Whatever it is, God, help me start today. Give me hope today. I submit my life. In Jesus' name, Lord, I come against every spirit of defeat. I come against every plot, plan, and scheme of the enemy that's been devised to take out my friends, to steal their assignments because of their thoughts. That today, God, you are going in and throughout our homes and making the crooked way straight. Lord, I pray over them that you put a helmet of salvation over them. Just cover their brains. Lord, give them wisdom and understanding today. Lord, let every place they walk be just shifts. Let them just shift atmospheres when they walk in. Don't let them be moved by people on assignment to steal their peace and their futures. God, thank you that nothing we've lost is greater than what you're going to bring in our lives. Lord, I speak peace over them today. I speak peace over them in the name of Jesus. Amen, amen, You are strong. You are courageous. You are chosen. You are the game changer of your family. That's who you are. Now go be the change you want to see. Everything you've been praying for is in you. Everything you think you need is in you. The reason the enemy's been fighting you so hard is not because you're weak, but it's because you're strong. Now here's my next question. When God opens those next doors for you, will you still put him first? Will you use your platforms to love the unlovable? Thank you, Tressa. So this weekend, what did I say to do? What did I say to do this weekend? Write focus, and then write, what has 2024 taught me? All right? It's your homework, and I'll see you Monday morning. Hey, y'all, listen, I'm going to be at Her Soul this Saturday. All the details are on my website, realtalkchem.com. I will, in my stories, put up the information for Fresh Start, because I see a lot of you can't find Fresh Start on limitlesschurch.live. Of course, I'm going to be at my church this Sunday. I don't miss another Sunday this year. All right? Limitless Church. This is the same location for Dream Conference, January 16th, 17th, and 18th. Lots of tickets are going. It's going to be sold out. So you better get your tickets. All right? It's going to be right here in Atlanta. This Sunday, we have services. Thank you to all you that bought badges. This Sunday, 10 and 11:30 is every Sunday our church services. All right? You are welcome. We have children's church. Come be a part. It's across from Whitewater High School. That's your landmarker. All right? Because I'm kind of in the woods, and I don't want you to think you are going the wrong way. All right? It's 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. And for all of you online that can't get in the building, you can watch us every Sunday morning at 10 and 11:30 on my Real Talk Kim YouTube channel. All right? So Brandon, that means you need to come celebrate with us in Atlanta. All right? So I'll be at Her Soul Saturday. All the details are on my website, realtalkchem.com. We will have virtual for the Dream Conference as well, but you want to be in the room, man. I will be in Holt, Michigan next week. All the details are on my website, realtalkchem.com, under itinerary. All right. You can also join my RTK Inner Circle. It's my community. Just go to, there is no children's church online. All right. The music I play is called Doppy Keys. Y'all listen, you can still go get in couples goals, because it is a master class that me and my husband did together, and it is all replays. All replays. Baby, where are you going? We've got pictures and he's in his jersey. Come say hey to the people. Y'all, look at this handsome man right here. We got pictures today. Baby, what you in your jersey for?
Touchdown.
And your leather shorts.
It's Friday. It should be from home, right? Everybody working from home on Friday, right?
That is so funny.
Trying to make this touchdown for y'all.
Oh, that's funny. Y'all, we got our first pictures. We have our first pictures today together. Look at him.
The dirty bird. That dirty bird.
Y'all know Angelo's gonna come with his music. Y'all know he gonna come with his music.
See y'all at the Super Bowl.
See y'all at the Super Bowl.
Falcons.
Y'all, make sure you're going today to my YouTube channel, Real Talk Kim YouTube channel, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, I just dropped a new podcast called Kissin' Frogs. All right, that is Duval music. So you can go to anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and you can also just subscribe on those channels. Go download. Lady Trill said you ain't got no Jaguars. What's up with that?
I do. I wear it when I go to the game.
Thank you, Mocha M, for my gift. Yep, the podcast. Yo, I think I'm gonna change the name of the podcast to Soul Talk with Real Talk Kim. I think I'm gonna do that. I love that. I'm gonna revamp it for January. But I need all of you today. Here's 3 assignments for you. I need you to go download my app, my Real Talk Kim app. Go to your Google Play Store or your Apple Store and download my Real Talk Kim Go app. Because in that app, you can get to Inner Circle, Masterminds, all my master classes, all right, my podcast, my YouTube channel. So go get that app today. Then go to the YouTube channel, Real Talk Kim YouTube channel, all right, and go subscribe. Real Talk Kim YouTube channel. It's just Real Talk Kim. I'm Real Talk Kim on every page. And then I need you to get my Inner Circle, RTK Inner Circle, this week. And share this live today. Deal? And I'm going to see y'all. Get my Inner Circle, y'all, this weekend.
I'll see you Sunday.
Soul Talk with Real Talk Kim. Make sure you're getting in church. Angelo just said, we'll see you Sunday. Y'all, yesterday I was getting my hair done. And Angelo came in to see me when I was getting my hair done. And my girl goes, dang, he looks way good in person. I was like, when y'all give us compliments like this, hold on. Somebody called me. When y'all give us compliments like this, it's like a backhanded compliment. I love you guys. I love y'all. My son's calling me, so y'all know I got to get off because when family calls you, I love y'all. Y'all go have the best weekend ever. Love you guys. Thank y'all for sharing. Y'all mean the world to me. Praying for you this weekend. I love you. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you to everybody that joined. Thank you to all the replayers. Love y'all.